Minecraft has been around for a really long time, since 2011 to be exact. And throughout those years, it has deservedly become the most sold game in gaming history, which means Mojang has money. Now, with all of that money, you would think that they would be able to produce some really good updates, right? Well, think again, dumbass. 1.9. The Elytra was introduced, which made every other mode of transport completely useless. It also revamped the beloved combat system from brain-dead spam clicking to a more delicate timed attack system, which in my opinion is a lot better, but you know, everyone has their own opinion, I guess. 1.15. Added bees. And that's pretty much it. 1.13 was a pretty good update with loads of new ocean content to explore, but there were also loads of lag and bug issues. So what good is that content if you need a solar-powered goddamn NASA beast of a computer to even run the damn game? Now, I'm not saying that every single update is bad. 1.16 has for a really long time been considered one of the greatest Minecraft updates of all time. And I think this new update, 1.21, is up there with it. But exactly why is this new update so damn good? Well, to answer that, we need to take a closer look at Minecraft as a whole. And I'm gonna start by talking about progression. On the surface, progressing in Minecraft is very, very simple. Get good enough gear, get blaze rods and pearls, and then go beat the game. And generally, that's it. Yes, I agree, there are loads of things to do in Minecraft, but you don't have to do any of them. For example, going to find a woodland mansion is fun, but it's not really necessary. Now, this is where 1.21 comes in. The trial chambers are a great addition to Minecraft because I think it could actually alter the progression of the game. Earlier I said that getting good enough gear was part of progressing in Minecraft, and what I mean by that is mining for iron, lapis, diamonds, and even obsidian. Everything you need to get to the next step of progression is right there in the caves, and having to go mining for pretty much every single piece of armor gets boring. With the trial chambers, you only now have to go mining for basic gear before you can go get even better gear in the vaults. And I truly believe that players will use the trial chambers to go get that last bit of good gear before heading to the nether, because it's different, it's fun, and it changes your loadout for the rest of the main game depending on how lucky you get. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Diamond armor, diamond armor, diamond armor. Please, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, please, 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 please. What the fuck? Which means you can beat the game with different items every single time. But the trial chambers are not the only thing 1.21 has to offer. There's also the mace. One of the recent most controversial additions to Minecraft. When the mace first came out, it was way too overpowered, as it was able to one-shot any mob as long as you had enough height. Now, because of this, people were obviously concerned about the strength of the mace. And luckily, Mojang listened to these people and released yet another snapshot that made the mace even better? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, so it looked like Mojang had a tiny brain fart, but as long as they balance it out in the next snapshot, everything should be fine. Okay, they gotta be kidding at this point. Eventually, the mace received a slight nerf and finally got released with the 1.21 update. And even though it's gone through a lot of controversy, I think this weapon is amazing. Jumping from world height, gliding through the air, risking your life for that incredibly sweet one-tap kill on any mob in the entire game. Sure, it is a little overpowered, but it gets balanced out because of how bad the mace is in tighter areas. Luckily, it has its strengths too. Imagine this. You're playing on an SMP and you're about to fight the two strongest players on the entire server. You know that realistically there's no way you're gonna win, but you do have an ace up your sleeve. Hundreds of blocks above the fight, you have a friend waiting with a mace in hand, and as he jumps, all you can do is sit there with a smile on your face because you know exactly what's about to happen. And now, you have the advantage. This is great for a number of reasons. As you've probably noticed by now, PvP has a huge influence on the Minecraft community, and there hasn't been anything new for quite a while. Sure, we got the Trident back in the Aquatic update, but the Trident really isn't that good for PvP. The last real change in combat that I can think of is the 1.9 update, which everybody loved. Now that the mace has been added, there's finally something new to do. Having trouble with the Warden? Mace that loser. Is the Wither too scary? Mace him on the head. Can't beat the Ender Dragon? Wait, you can't beat the Ender Dragon? Really? Man, you should just delete the game at this point. You are trash. So, we've now talked about both the trial chambers and the mace. But there's still one more thing Mojang added in this update. And that is the auto crafter. Okay, like that may not sound so important, but like, hear me out. It could be huge. For example, I have a hardcore world that is about 3,500 days old. And in that world, I have a bunch of farms that produce items for me automatically as long as I AFK near them. And sure, that's great and all, but there's one problem I keep running into. I never have enough storage. And sure, I could just add more storage to my farms, but come on, man. I don't want my farms to look like this. Like, that's just nerdy. Like, get a life, bro. Yeah, I just don't know how to do it. Lucky for me though, the crafter is exactly what I need. As the name suggests, the crafter crafts things for you. This means I could just hook it up to one of my farms, select what I want it to craft for me, and save a ton of time and storage. All I gotta do for this to work is just place it, yeah, once again, I have no idea how this works.
I imagine Oh,
Okay, it needs to be powered to
Wait,
actually...
so sure, the crafter is nice to have, but that's all it really is. I honestly don't think it has the potential to change Minecraft like the trial chambers and the mace has. And I know what you're gonna say,
But Simon, these are not the only 3 things that got added in the 1.21 update.
and yes, I know, I just don't think they're important enough to talk about. Nah, I'm just kidding, here it comes. Potion effects. We got the Weaving, Great Omen, Trial Omen, Oozing, which spawns slimes upon death, and Infested, which has a chance to spawn silverfish upon death. Put those 2 together, and you have a literal auto miner. I'm not kidding, this is technically possible in vanilla Minecraft. And of course, all of those effects can be put on arrows. Blocks. Lots and lots of blocks. Most of them are copper though, which is honestly very nice to see. Paintings. 20 brand new paintings, which means it's going to be a lot harder to get the painting you actually want.
Nope. That's not the right. Oh my god, I don't
Very
want
nice.
these shitty-ass paintings.
The Trial Explorer map that can be used to find the Trial Chamber. The Breeze and the Bogged, which can be found and killed in the Trial Chambers. Pottery shards, banner patterns, armor trims, music discs, and last but not least, the Trial Keys that are used to open the vaults, which is literally just gambling in Minecraft. Along with a brand new Omen system where Bad Omen is now split into 2 categories that are Raid Omen and the Trial Omen. If you go into a village with Bad Omen, it transforms into a Raid Omen, which then starts to raid, obviously. If you go into a Trial Chamber with Bad Omen, it transforms into Trial Omen, which makes all the mobs harder, all the loot better, and makes your experience with the Trial Chamber all the more interesting. This is also the only way to get the Ominous Trial Key, which is used to open the rare and better Ominous Vaults, which is the only way to get the Heavy Core, which is the only way to get the Mace, which is the only way to kill the dragon if you suck like me, which is the only way to get the Elytra, which is the only way to get the which is the only way to get the Elytra, which is the only way to get the Elytra. So to summarize, the reason why I think 1.21 is so much better than most other updates is simply because of creativity. The mace adding an incredible amount of variety and uncertainty in PvP and PvE duels. The trial chambers being a great alternative when getting gear, and then everything else just kind of being there. Because creativity at its core is what Minecraft is all about. And at the end of the day, Minecraft will and always have been a sandbox game. So all we really need with updates as a community is to get something brand new and exciting so that creativity can keep flowing. And that's exactly what this update is doing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I think the 1.21 update is so damn good. But really, good job with the update, Mojang. It was really, really about time.